I'm just thinking about as babies, there was a poet, William Wordsworth, who said, our birth is but a sleep and a forgetting. Heaven lies about us in our infancy.
It's a forgetting because it's a forgetting in the sense that you don't remember the details, but you remember your worthiness. You know your value. You know you came with purpose. That's why when people try to tell you otherwise, you don't take it well in the beginning. They can condition you to let go of that, but you can spring back, start tomorrow morning.
Yeah, but I'm thinking about all the parents out there, and how often the conditioned, you can't do this, or that's not possible, or
if we were giving one encouragement to parents, we would say, choose your disc and then talk to your kids. Don't let the subject choose your disc. In other words, they've misbehaved, or they've disobeyed, or they've disappointed, or. So as you observe that chooses the disc. And then you can have a lifetime of hating someone under those conditions. But if you choose the disc because you want to feel good and then are inspired from that broader perspective, you got to remember that they've got inner beings too. Your inner being knows everything that you've asked for. It's swirling in this vibrational reality, knows everything that you want and where you are right now in relationship with everything that you want, and knows the path of least resistance to get you to it, you see. So when you begin practicing what the path of least resistance feels like, then you can guide some others too.
Well, couldn't we get it from babies? I mean, couldn't we learn it from babies?
Well, hang around with them, they know it.
Yeah.
That's one of the
I've been
nice...
hanging around lately with a little boy, quite a bit actually, with a little boy named Jesse. He's 2 years old. And
can feel his wisdom, his knowing,
goodness.
his love.
Just the most I'm just so in love with this little boy. I mean, and when I take him by myself and I just take him down to the swimming pool and I'm just with him, I look him in the eye, I just ask him about God. I ask him about source energy. I ask him about, come on, tell me more. And he really...
And what he says is, you make too much of all of this, and don't make me think about things that I don't want to think about yet. And I'm new here and I really like it so far. And I want everybody to feel about it like I feel about it. And I would like to maintain this alignment with my source energy through all of the days of my life experience. And it's fun to hang out with somebody like you who has reconnected with all of that. And so you feel really good to me. You don't feel like most people. You feel like that which I know to be. That's why I gravitate to you. That's what he's saying to you.
In fact, I saw myself in him as a little baby myself. Sometimes I even wonder, can you be...
Yes, but that's not what it is. You felt the resonance with his alignment.
Yeah.
In other words, he's tuned in, tapped in, turned on. He hasn't disconnected from that. He's still tethered, you see. You think you're there to teach you. You think that you are here to teach them. They are coming to teach you. Because what they're teaching you, animals too, we're on the high-flying disc. Don't mess it up.
And we do mess it up.
You don't mean to, and you don't have to. And when you do, you don't feel good. When you deviate from the vibration of who you are, you feel separation's too strong a word, but you feel the pinching off. And you feel when the pinching off releases. And if you want to play with it, just take some subject that you feel resistance about and just get more general about it and watch what happens.
What do you mean?
Well, for example, you could, let's say that it was before you had that wonderful realignment with who you are at the gravesite. And you're still railing about the inappropriateness of this ne'er-do-well father. And it's just eating you up. You just feel the discord in a really strong way. It's important for you to find a way of soothing the energy. So you say, I can't believe how that guy just left us. I can't believe how he turned his back on us. Feel how the momentum is getting stronger. Never even look back. I don't even think he even acknowledged that I was alive. I don't think he cared about me at all. He certainly didn't care about the others. He didn't care about my mother. Momentum is speeding up. And the more momentum you add to that, the worse you feel. You can get really strong momentum going until you can really hold yourself for a long time out of sorts with who you really are. But now you don't want to do that. You have listened to us, maybe heard a little bit, and so you're saying to yourself, I just want to feel better about this. And I really don't know what the guy was thinking. I don't know what was going on in his world. I don't know. Nobody's really explained to me how he felt. He might have felt broken. He might not have felt like he had anything to offer any of us. He might have felt like we were better off without him. I don't know what he really felt. I do know that he provided an avenue for me into this time-space reality. I'm glad about that. And I do know that I had a lot of contrast early on, and I think that has served me. And I do know that the relief I will feel when I let go of this is going to be pretty significant. And I don't believe that Source is hating him. I don't believe that Source is holding him as object of attention and finding what's wrong. Oh, maybe that's why I feel so awful. I have a different opinion with Source about my father.
And when I step out of this form,
you'll reemerge into the opinion that Source has about everything.
And what about my father? Will he be there?
Right there. Oh, right there. Right there. And offering no explanation whatsoever. Don't look for closure. There is no closure. It just keeps opening. You never get to the bottom of anything. Law of attraction just gives you more detail.